see my face has changed, or maybe the lighting, or maybe none of it. Either way, it's later now. It's actually 8:34, which I was gonna come back at 6, but then I ate some dinner and did some self-care, so here we are. It's okay that they were in there a little longer. Some people actually soak their plants overnight. I do not. Take that information with whatever you want. So now I am going to mix my water and hydrogen peroxide. So what we're gonna do is mix a cup of hydrogen peroxide to a gallon of distilled water. You could, which is actually recommended, to use distilled water for them soaking. However, I just did not have however many gallons of distilled water for my sink. It would need a good number of gallons. So this part I do use distilled water, and so I'm going to be using a cup of hydrogen peroxide, 3%. Make sure you get 3% to 1 gallon. So let me mix this for you. Here we go. I'm gonna use the rest of this stuff, which is 3%. It doesn't say it on the front, but it is. Please ignore the mess. All right. And then on to this one. This is brand new. There's my coffee, or what is left of it. There we go. Great. No! You know what? Just the way how that, damn it, works. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right. So for this, we're sanitizing the Anthurium besseae AFF, and as you can see, very glossy. This is one of my favorites. It's actually been doing pretty well. I am hoping to actually do an import update here soon, but depending on what you guys would rather prefer, I can either do that or what is in my soil. Just comment below, let me know. So here I am using a tool that is highly divisive, I feel like, in the plant community, but it is one of those ear pickers, which I guess that is the weirdest tool name, and that's all I call it by. So you can find them on Amazon. I think I bought a pack of 6 for $8, and it comes with different sizes. So here are the roots after I just did a little bit of picking. I'm just trimming off any kind of dead roots. Sorry about the focusing camera. I also realized my last video, the audio sounded super shoddy, so apologies. Just inspecting the roots a little more and was wondering if that one had root rot at the top, and I didn't want to chance it, so I snipped it. And here we go. So for the sanitizing stage, I put my plants in hydrogen peroxide water mixture, as I prefaced in the beginning of this video. So they're gonna take about 5 to 10 minutes, and I will revisit for a cleaning stage. But now we are on to the Philodendron melanochrysum. This has been a wish list plant of mine for a very long time, but as you can see, the roots do not look great. This one required a lot of trimming. Currently, as an update with no video proof, it is still stabilized in soil. However, it hasn't really grown a lot, and it's lost about a leaf and a half. It also lost a leaf by the end of this video because half of it was already pretty damaged and it fell off. Alright, there is after the clean, and that will be sanitized now. And don't forget to sanitize your tools in between cuts. Alrighty, so Philodendron brandtianum? I think I got it that third time. This leaf is a casualty, an immediate casualty, and will fall off in the process of this. These are hardier plants, just as a little update. It is doing all right, even though the roots are very slim pickings. As you can see right now, I am inspecting them. They were super fragile and super gray and dark, but that was just the simple cleaning even before hydrogen peroxide. So I let them dip, and now we're moving on to the Philodendron esmeraldense. I believe I said that right. Sorry again for butchering anything, but these roots look terrible as well. Let's just, I guess, take a beat and admire their horribleness. So I am assessing the damage here. Sorry for any kind of ill focus. And that leaf has got to go. And so let's move on to the Anthurium besseae cleaning stage. So this was about after, again, 5 to 10 minutes of hydrogen peroxide, and I severely just want to stress this. Make sure you wash off all of the hydrogen peroxide water mixture. Is it weak? Yes. However, if you leave it on in any kind of capacity, it can burn and permanently damage your roots. So I'm going to move to cleaning stage for the melanochrysum. And here I'm just washing it off thoroughly, making sure I'm gentle because the roots were, again, like I said, slim pickings. Very gently, just patiently. There wasn't a lot to work with, so. Alright, so let's move on to the Anthurium warocqueanum. This actually, so it's been a couple of weeks. Again, I can do an update video if you guys want, just comment below. But I haven't lost a leaf on this, knock on wood. I really don't want to curse myself, but there was a bit of root rot, and out of all of that and the chunk I got, that's not a bad loss. This was a pretty healthy plant, and has it grown? Not really, but it's barely yellowed at all. Maybe a smidge on the rim. So that is me sanitizing for the moment. Hashtag Starbucks cup, I guess. Sponsored by coffee, as always. And I'm gonna just put that pretty in the background as I continue this process, because who doesn't like to admire this beautiful plant? It really is something like naturally a marvel. Alright, so sanitizing stage for the Anthurium debilis. So I will say this is the one plant I have had the worst time with. And we're going back to the brandtianum. That's all the roots like left. Again, it's doing okay because it's a pretty hardy plant. So the cleaning stage. So let me just go in the cleaning stage. And as you can see, I also skipped to the esmeraldense. But I am just washing thoroughly. Already went over that. Sort of repeating myself. But after this, I would put these into a tub, you know, like a big plastic clear bent tub for about a week and a half. Don't touch it afterwards. You want to make sure it stays as high humidity as possible in a consistent temperature without much of a huge range. You want to be between 70 and 80 degrees and 70 and 80 minimum humidity. But when you're putting them in plastic tubs, you're getting that benefit of about 100% humidity. Now make sure you're at least opening the tub once every couple of days so that they get some fresh air. You don't want it being a environment for mold to acclimate, and so just making sure you're providing that fresh air will prevent that. What I also did was I have a Millsbo cabinet set up. I can do a tour of that in another video if you guys would like. Comment. And I would put this tub to the side since these are at a smaller stage. Right off the ground, I propped them up so they wouldn't be on the cold tile and laminate, and they got some residual light. So being inside, they kept within a temperature range of 70 degrees. They had light on them from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. and consistently, like, nothing died. And that's what you want when you're importing plants. You want to give them a stable environment to heal from the travel. And so here I am, I'm cleaning my warocqueanum. I gave it about a 10-minute dip in the hydrogen peroxide and water bath. So just to make clear, what I put these in after I finish sanitizing and cleaning is completely distilled water. I keep it in water for about a week and a half. So I know I mentioned this briefly, but the other thing I wanted to say was make sure you're also replacing the water. Same as you're using your tub, you want to freshen up the water. Keep it oxygenized, like oxidized. Bleh. This is why people use like fish bubblers in their hydroponics tank. You want to accumulate as much oxygen in that water for the plant, and it will grow hardier roots and healthier roots. So that is why you are replacing the water every couple of days. It keeps it oxidized. And so finally, last but not least, this is my Anthurium luxurians. I just filmed the sanitizing stage, but I was getting it ready with my component and my little mixture, I suppose. This has been doing beautifully. It's actually, for how high the price is, it's a pretty hardy plant. It's just a slow plant, and it's a bit rare, as if you're following in the plant community, you probably already know, but I already have it spitting out a new leaf. So there I go. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. Please join me for the next one. I'm hoping to be a little more consistent. And that's it for now. Please enjoy the rest of this ambiance music, I suppose.